Hi, my name is Tristan from the CPAPstore.ca. Today we're going to be looking at the Philips Respironics DreamStation 2. This is pretty exciting. Not every day do we get to see a new CPAP machine from one of the big manufacturers. So this is the case for the DreamStation 2. I have Philips DreamStation here as a reference point, but this was known to have some issues. So the DreamStation 2 is actually a complete redesign overhaul of the CPAP machine. Here we have a ResMed Airsense 11, kind of the newest thing from ResMed, and we're going to kind of look at the two. But in this video, we're going to mainly be focusing on just an overview of the DreamStation. So you can see it has a pretty thin, narrow, long case compared to the ResMed. It's a lot taller. However, when you are looking at a side-by-side comparison like this, you can see that they went completely different routes on how they wanted the case. One's a little more bulky and long, but very compact. One's flat, but has a much larger footprint when it's like laid out. So I can definitely see how both could be different pros and cons when packing. I feel like the DreamStation 2 could pack kind of at the back of your luggage and not take too much space, or just be easier to access and pack. Whereas if this you put on the top or the bottom of your suitcase, you might be wanting to put some clothes on top of it, harder to access, stuff like that. So let's just open it up and see what it looks like here. So we have the tubing here, just a manual, and the DreamStation 2, as well as the bricks and power cords here. And this is the filters. Okay, some more information. So this is the inside of the case, has a place for masks, tubes, everything. They actually left quite a bit of room, extra spare room for things like masks, so I don't feel like I'm cramming in a mask once I put everything in here, which is really nice. Sometimes with products, not even just CPAP machines, but products in general, they don't leave that extra little space to put some personal items, so there's definitely enough space to put different things in here. As you can see, it's significantly smaller than the DreamStation 1. And in my opinion, it looks a lot nicer. The old one really looks kind of outdated and just medical. It looks like you're having a big medical device on your nightstand. And of course it is a medical device, but a lot of people, when it comes to something like this, don't really want to have that look. It might look like it clashes with the decor a little bit more. Whereas the brand new one, the DreamStation 2, almost looks like an alarm clock or some nice high-tech device. So I think a lot of people are going to be happy with the new design of the DreamStation 2. Going more in detail, we got our power button up top here, a screen that kind of blends in to the black backing, I guess unless it's on. And then we have the water chamber here. So we're going to click this button and it slides out very easily. And if we open this water chamber, there is no, there's a hinge kind of, but it's not connected, so it falls off. So you just make sure, I feel like if you kind of pop it off like this, you might send it flying. So just make sure you have a firm grip on that. Here we have a water chamber, dishwasher safe, on the top rack, of course, the Max line colored here, which is kind of nice. We have the metal base plate for heating, and it's fairly simple. Let's put this back together. Okay, now on the inside of the machine, we got the area for, of course, the moisture. On this side, we have the SD card slot. On this side, we have the filter setup. So I really like the nice blue filters from Philips. They just feel really secure in this filter housing. So the blue one is gonna be your replaceable disposable filter, and you're gonna wanna change that every 4 weeks. And the other side is a pollen filter, which is washable every week. Now, of course, you should be washing this every week, but over time you might want to just replace the whole housing. It costs around 10-15 bucks, so you might want to do that every once in a while, even with the washable filter. Gonna put that back in. Gonna slide this back in. It's a lot easier if you kind of put it down on a flat surface and push it in, rather than just kind of go like this, because it kind of gets caught the plastic below. So put it on the flat surface, push it in, very easy. Now with the hosing, it's a very, very lightweight hose. It comes with standard hosing. You can get heated hosing, but you have to get that separately. Unlike the Airsense, for example, it comes with the heated hosing. but this is just, you get standard. Very nice. Now the heated hosing is only like 75 bucks more. Buy separately, it's not like they're completely gouging you. And yeah, it goes on pretty easily. Now let's plug it in and see what it looks like. So we have the connector here. It can go on either side, but I'll put it through this kind of bottom here. There's a little groove for it. So I just plugged it in. As soon as you plug it in, it kicks on. When you first plug in your machine, you'll get this little menu here with just your last session report. To access settings, you're gonna click settings, and you'll have all your settings here. So up top, we have our comfort settings with tube. So this just is the diameter of your tube. We can click that. We have 12, 15, and 22 millimeter. This right here is a 15 mil. So we'll leave it at 15 mil. And then we have device. We have airplane mode. We can turn that on. If we're going on the airplane, this just disconnects the wireless connectivity. And then we have Bluetooth, which will pair to your device. Scroll down and we see some more just device information there. If we click back, we go back to the last session menu. Now, if you go to the settings, you may notice on other unboxing, other reviews, or on your own Philips DreamStation, you have more comfort features. And how do we access this? Well, this one straight out of the box only came with these, but those features are still in your machine. You might just need your physician to allow you to access those features. Now, I do not recommend going into the physician settings on your own, but if you are granted permission by your doctor or your sleep therapist to go and access the patient controls, this is how you would do that. Again, as a disclaimer, I do not think that you should be going into these settings and changing things just on your own merit. You should definitely get your sleep therapist to show you how to do this. But to get to the physician settings, you're gonna click the home button or the power button until it's blinking. We're gonna swipe down, and here we get the provider mode. Here we have more settings that we can adjust. This is something that your physician will do. However, on your machine, they might scroll down and allow you to click the patient options. And we are gonna click that on. And these are the options that, if you are allowed, you should be able to change safely. So yes, we're gonna exit the mode. And now, if you can see on our settings, we have on a comfort area, we have ramp, humidity, tube, and flex. We already went through tube, but ramp would be how long it takes for you to get to your prescribed air pressure. So if we click that there, we can click how long this might take. So say we want 15 minutes. And then we can also change the starting pressure. So say your prescribed air pressure is an 8, we can start with a 4, or we can start with a 6, so a little bit closer. That's up to you. Okay, so now humidity, we can change the humidity level. So let's have that on 3. And flex, this is your exhalation relief. The higher the number, the higher the relief. So 1, 2, 3, let's click it on 1, and let's just go back. So when you're ready to start your therapy, you will have your mask connected into here. For now, I'll put my thumb on it and we'll click the power button. So to turn it on, you're gonna click that button. And as you can see, and as you can probably hear, the machine is on. To change humidity on the fly, perhaps at night, you wanna click that button there, and you can click it and it'll go through the humidity options. You can't just click the area here to change humidity. You have to click, the bottom button just here, and it'll just cycle through. Okay, now let's click the center. We can confirm that. If we click the middle, I think we were just there, you go to ramp, so we can change your ramp pressure. As you can probably hear, it can kind of change. You might be able to hear that on camera of the pressure changing, but that's your ramp change there, and you just leave it and it'll go back to the normal setting. To end sleep therapy, click that button and you're all done.